Hey, will Irv Smith Jr. get us to the Super Bowl this year? That's the question I want to pose today. And my answer is yes, based on what he did last week. He looked great. He broke a record, believe it or not. And before I continue talking about Irv, let's subscribe so I can keep you up to speed on what we're doing. Uh, this is the guy I'm talking about. Irv Smith is really playing well. He's running great. He catches the ball with his hands, so he's plucking the ball instead of letting it hit his body, which I think is very, very important. He's a, I hate to say this, but he's a better version of Rudolph. I think Rudolph, and I've always thought this, and for you Rudolph fans, I know you're going to not like this, but Rudolph was always kind of soft to me. He just, last week he caught a screen pass, and he had a couple of small DBs between him and the end zone, and he couldn't get in from the 1 yard line. So I wish he was just a little tougher uh, than he is, and he would have been even better. But he's still a great player. Don't get me wrong. But Irv Smith, can he help us get us to the Super Bowl? I think so. He's certainly going to be a factor this Sunday against the Bears. They're going to have to account for him. His speed, his strength. He's like a wide receiver in a, tight end body. You can put him outside and let him do his thing, or he can go in the middle and like he did last week. So I think Irv Smith is the guy to watch, and I think he can really help us extend our receiver options. We still have Thielen, we still have Diggs. Treadwell is coming back. Maybe he's Treadwell 2.0, and he might, see the light or whatever he needs to do to just get him to a level where he can just comfortably catch the ball. That's the problem. The guy just, as a receiver, he couldn't catch the ball. I mean, that's a problem. I mean, if he was a lineman and he couldn't catch the ball, you'd be like, well, he's a lineman. But the guy is a receiver and he can't catch the ball. So, I mean, I think that's a huge problem. But he's coming back. He accepted, so he must like it here or something. I guess he could have said no, unless the money was so good he couldn't refuse. But he is back. Let's hope for Treadwell 2.0. Let's look forward to Sunday's game. I'm predicting a 24, 17 kind of a game, Vikings winning. I see us really taking it to the Bears. I just read that Akeem Hicks, that big animal in the middle there, he might not play. His knee's acting up. If he's not in, that's going to be huge because he can be disruptive. I think our new center will have all. If he's in, will have all he can handle with Hicks because he's an animal. He can really disrupt the middle, and but if he doesn't play, that's one less problem that we have to worry about. We still have Khalil Mack, but I think the last time we played, he didn't get any sacks. So although we didn't win the game, it didn't matter. But let's look forward to this game. Again, I'm predicting 24-17. We are playing a game if you want to try to win tickets to a future Vikings game. Let me bring up. Right now, I'm only showing 6, but we're up to almost 12 entries, which is the most we've ever had. So it's kind of cool that more people are attempting to win the tickets and attempting to guess some scores and some other stats. We even have a guy from Spain who entered, and another person from Canada. So we've gone global. It's good to see other countries involved, and so I'm psyched about that. Let's keep a positive outlook for Sunday. If you're going to the game, have fun. I've been to Chicago and went to the stadium, but I've never actually been in a stadium. It looked kind of amazing. I like the area, right by the water. Great place to walk around and have a cookout or whatever. So tailgate, whatever you do. So let's circle back after the game. We'll have some results and some. We'll be talking about whether it was a good game or a bad game, win or loss, all of that. So I look forward to that. And so have a great day. Skull. Skull.